In Sanjukta Nikaya, the Buddha says that a yogavachar, in devoting oneself to satipatthana practice by protecting oneself, one protects others, and by protecting others through patience, khanti, non-violence, avihimsa, friendliness, consciousness, metta, chittai, and compassion, anudayatva, one protects oneself. Since this module is intended to present a descriptive analysis of the concept of anukampa, Karuṇā and Mahakaruna, we are not going to discuss other sublime virtues. In the text Abhidhamma, there is the mention of the concept Mahakaruna. The text maintains that Buddha's knowledge of the great compassion is one of the knowledge he does not share with the disciples. When the Buddha sees that worldlings are burning and that they are without refuge, etc., great compassion descends on him. Further, the commentary of the Dekhanikaya Sumangal Vilasani begins with the phrase Karuna Sital Hadayam Panya Pajyot Bihat Motamam Sarna Marlo Garubande Sugtam Gati Bimuttam. In the commentary, Patisambhidha Mag Acharya Dhammapal starts with Mahakaruna Karunikam Natham as an epithet of the Buddha, meaning the Lord of Compassion, Mahakarunikam Natham. The great commentator Acharya Buddha Ghosh in the text Samantapasadika opens with the Yo kappakoti hi apamayam kalam karonto dukkarani khedam gato lokhitai natho namo karunikas tassa. Karuna and Mahakaruna. In the Pali literature, we are going to discuss how Karuna has been discussed. Compassion is the name of volition or eradication of suffering of others. Karunati daya anudaya hadai kampanam par dukkham diswa nivaranthai chitta pavattanam ti va. It is not a simple verbal expression towards being in suffering, but a positive attitude to be one with the suffering of others and making right efforts for the gradual minimization par dukkhas sati haday kampanam kinati va par dukkham hinsati binasiti iti atho. It is called compassion because it is scattered over the afflicted, stressed out over them by diffusion. Kriyati va dukhitesu karanvasena pasarayati iti karuna. Compassion has characteristics of evolving the mode of removing pain, the property of not being able to bear others suffer, the manifestation of the kindness, the proximate cause of seeing the need of those overcome by pain. Its consummation is the quieting of cruelty. Its failure is the production of sorrow. Here the beings in suffering of all planes of existence are its objective. Dukhi janesu karuna. The beings of all past and those of future do not come in its purview. It embraces the beings of the present state of existence. There is no barrier of place and the states of the being. Sometimes compassion, karuna, is intimately associated with the dhan paramita. Through compassion, a bodhisattva perfects himself in every way and at least attains Buddhahood. There are so many references of the that in the Jatakas, where compassion Karuna for all creatures is exhibited through the story of a hungry tigress. Further, it is stated that the Buddha gave up the opportunity he had of putting an end to sansaric ills by becoming an arhat at the feet of the Dipankar Buddha and resolved to fulfill the perfections parami in sansara so that he could become Buddha to save many others from sansaric ills. The Buddha, during his 45 years of missionary service, each day in the very early hours in the morning entered into the trance called Mahakaruna Samapatti to see who deserved his special attention that day, and it is said that the Buddha traveled long distance to help out such people. Compassion is a virtue which uproots the wish to harm others. It makes people so sensitive the suffering of others and causes them to make this suffering so much their own that they do not wish to further increase them. The compassionate feels that the harm done to others is harm done to him, and that is naturally avoided. Psychologically speaking, compassion is closely allied to cruelty, which can be defined as the pleasure derived from contemplating the suffering of others. The two are the reverse and the obverse of the same medal. Both the compassionate and the cruel are sensitive to the suffering of others and keen on watching it. The compassionate derive pain, the cruel pleasure from what they see. This is one of the reasons why Buddhism insists that the practice of cleanliness should precede the development of compassion. The Karuṇā is discussed also as a bhavana, which means practice. It is not mere idea to harbor and release in our mind, but a practice which should be applied, examined, and its fruit can be tested. Acharya Buddha Ghosh, in his magnum opus work Visuddhimagga, gives a detailed description of the practice of compassion. He says that one who wants to develop compassion should begin his task by reviewing the danger in lack of compassion and the advantage in compassion. Karunam bhavetu kamena pan करुणाताय आदिनव करुणाय च आनिसंसम पचवेखित्वा करुणा भावना आरभितव्यम. One who wants to develop compassion should begin his task by reviewing the danger in lack of compassion and the advantage in compassion.